Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. It is September 26th. I am live with you today for mystery stamping in lieu of coffee and a card. I try to do mystery stamping once a month. The last Sunday of the month is when I try to do that. Hopefully, I'm live in some form or fashion for you so that you guys can find me. I'll try to be monitoring comments, but I am streaming to Facebook, my Facebook page, and my Facebook group. So hopefully we can see all of. Hopefully, I can get to all of your messages. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Hello. Please take a moment, hit that share button in case anybody wants to craft live with us. I'll be posting the prep clues here in a second, but I just wanted to chat real fast before we did that. Don't worry about the blurriness today. We are mystery stamping, so all we're going to be doing is following some clues, so you won't have to see my projects in high definition. So yeah, and I plan on actually crafting along with you guys today. So that should be interesting. So I don't have a finished project yet to show you guys. So hopefully by the end of it, we'll all have projects to share. I know, Rhonda, it's fun. It's fun. My brain doesn't quite work that way. So it's definitely a challenge for me, but we have a lot of fun in the process. I just want to point out, yes, I know my roots are showing. No, I'm not a natural blonde. I do have an appointment the end of this week, and I couldn't get in sooner, so don't mind the roots there showing. I have like a crazy mange of hair. I'm definitely going to get some cut off too, because it's kind of fried at the ends. So anyways, you can't share. I think what happens, so like I don't see the share button as well, but I believe what they were telling me is that if you get out of the video, then you can share from outside of the video. So I minimized my full screen and I see the share button and I can hit the share button. So hopefully that helps you. Okay. I have another sheep bundle to give away. If you guys aren't sick and tired of these sheep bundles, if you aren't, that's awesome because I have more to give away. Everybody that hit the share button last week for last week's video, I have you in the drawing. So let's go ahead and do that first. And if you today, to get into the drawing for today's giveaway or for next week's giveaway, it will be to share your project. So I'll be drawing a winner from someone who shares. And I'm going to be creating a post right after this video is done on my Facebook group, Pretty in Paper Crafts group page. That's how you'll find it, Pretty in Paper Crafts group page. I'll have a post and you can share your finished project there and get a chance to win a prize in my next week's drawing, okay? So I've got everybody in here. And Karen Christensen, Karen, you are the winner of the Counting Sheep. So if you already have it, hopefully you have somebody to share with. And we'll get that to you. Thank you so much for hitting the share button. Okay. A couple other things for those of you who do Creativity Delivered. The Cutest Halloween kit for September is about to be finished. Should be put in the mail by the 31st or 30th of September, and you'll get an email with the video and tutorials. Those of you that are in Festivity Delivered class for our Zoom people is today at 10 a.m. I did send an email, so make sure you check your email. Make sure you're part of the Facebook group if you need to see the replay. So that's happening at 10 a.m. Pacific time today, Festivity Delivered. So I'm excited for that. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see what I see. And we're going to go to the prep clues. So here's the clues that you need to prep ahead of time. And they're super easy. So if you didn't do them already, you have plenty of time to do them. You need a card base. That's 5.5 by 8.5, scored in 4 1/4. You need the same color cardstock. That's 5 1/4 by 4, so a matted piece, right? And then you need about, I'd say, depending on the size of your DSP strips, you need about 6 or 7 different strips. I would recommend them be different colors, but that's not necessary. Like, you could have them all the same if you wanted. You need one that's at least 8 inches and maybe one that's at least 6 inches for the longer pieces. So make sure you do that. You don't see it? What? It says it's sharing. Hang on. Oh, I guess I have to turn it on. All right, how's that? Is that better? There we go. Okay, there's my little face down in the corner too. Awesome, so you guys can see me. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat these. I'm sorry, I thought it was sharing, but so cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, regular standard cardstock base. You also need a cardstock in the exact same color, and that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then you need several pieces of 1-inch strips of DSP. So this is a great card for scraps, and you'll find out why here in a little bit. But 1-inch scraps of DSP, the longest being at least 8 inches, and some smaller ones are fine. You can also probably reuse some. So I'll show you that in a bit. And then you need to choose a sentiment. This is going to be your focal point of the card, is just a sentiment. You need some cardstock in the same color as your base for the border of a label. I don't care what kind of label it is, as long as it fits your sentiment. But you'll choose a basic white cardstock for your label, and then you'll choose something to border that label, whether you just cut it out a little bit bigger, or you die cut a different die that's bigger, or you punch a circle that's bigger, whatever. You just need a border piece for your label, and then you need a basic white cardstock for your label itself. And the border piece is going to match your base. You need, like I said, any die or punch for the label, and ink and adhesive. Done. Easy, right? Super simple. Let me make sure that I can see all your comments. Okay. Are we good? Excuse me. Okay. So what I'd like for you is just to give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I don't want to zoom along until we are ready to go. And like I mentioned, I am going to craft along with you guys. So that's kind of exciting because I haven't made mine ahead of time. So hello. Nancy's like, I'm ready. I'm done. I'm ready to go. All right, Nancy, that's awesome. Seeing a couple more thumbs up. Hi, Anita. Hi, Vera. Okay, we're going to go on to the next page here. Let's see if that works, because I can't see it. I hope. I see captions too. I hope the captions aren't bothering anybody. Okay, clue number 1. On the 4-inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of cardstock, adhere your longest piece of DSP. Remember that 8-inch strip I told you to have? Starting in the upper left-hand corner, diagonally down to the opposite corner. Okay, so diagonal from the left-hand side down to the right-hand side. So diagonal. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take my first 1-inch strip of DSP, and I'm going to put some adhesive on my 4 by 5 1/4 piece, not the base, the 4 by 5 1/4 piece, and I'm going to glue my DSP across diagonally. Now, I'm not going to show you my project, so you'll have to follow the clues, because you won't see what I'm making until the very end. Okay. And I already want to change it. This is the problem with not making ahead of time. So now I'm like, wait, is that how I really want it? Okay. All right. So once I see some thumbs ups and we're ready to go, I will move on to the next clue. All right. Okay, so like I said, this is super easy. It requires like absolutely no prep. You just need a bunch of 1-inch strips of DSP in whatever colors, patterns that you want. Super easy. We're just gluing that one first strip across your page diagonally. All right, on to clue number 2. Take another long piece of DSP, and you're going to glue it to the right side of your first strip, leaving about 1/8 of an inch of space between the two strips. So you want to see a little bit of your cardstock behind the DSP, and you're going to glue it on the right side. Okay, so if you're looking at your piece of cardstock, you're looking at that strip that you just glued down, you're going to glue this next piece down to the right of it, parallel to that first strip, leaving about 1/8 of an inch of cardstock showing. Okay. This one doesn't need to be as long as the first because it's not going from corner to corner, but it is still going diagonally. Okay. 8 inches is how many centimeters? Between 20 and 21. It is super, super easy. Oh, and 1/8 inches. 1/8 of an inch is, oh my gosh, I don't even know. It's just 2 marks. 2 marks from super tiny. Like, I don't know what that is in centimeters. 0.2 of a centimeter. You guys are testing my math skills. Don't be testing my math skills this early in the morning. Okay, so that was an easy clue. We're going to move on to the next one. Now, you need to take your remaining strips, whether you're going to be recycling some of the strips that are hanging off the edge or you have more strips. I would say you need about 6 more strips. And again, 1 inch each. And you're just going to lay them across in different ways. And these strips that you're going to lay across the rest of your cardstock, do them in the opposite direction. Okay. Make sure that none of the strips are touching. Make sure you're not overlapping. They should not overlap. And you need to leave 1/8 of an inch or 0.2 of a centimeter space in between. So they're going to be going in the opposite direction on the rest of your cardstock. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to, and I want you to just kind of dry fit for now. I want you to lay them down, look at them, make sure that you like what you see. And then once you're happy with it, then we'll glue down. Okay. And I'm doing the same. I'm just placing them to see what I think, how they fit. Do I need more pieces? And then once I'm happy with it, then we'll glue down. And I think I'm happy with it. And see, I'm the kind of person that, like, because these pieces are going to be going diagonally, I feel like they have to line up with their buddy across the way. All right, so any questions on this clue? So basically, they're going to be going diagonally the opposite direction. So you don't want them parallel with the 2 strips that you glued down. You want them to be going the opposite direction, so diagonal from other point to other point, but don't cross them. They cannot cross the 2 main strips. So you're going to have to do 2 separate pieces on the sides to cover up your corners. And it'll make sense in a little bit once you see it. But you're just going to glue those strips down going the opposite direction. So once you've got your placement, then You're going to glue. Don't, easy on the squeezy, as Janie says. Just make sure that you space them out evenly and make sure you glue them down. And what I like to do is put a little glue on the cardstock itself, not on the strip, because I feel like when I glue the strip, I'm never quite right, and I get glue all over my workspace, and it's just a big old mess. So when I glue the cardstock, then I know that it's not going to go past. It's not going to get all sticky and gross. I just glue the cardstock. Okay, so just making sure you leave a space. Like an X, kind of. Yeah, like an X. So it's going in opposite directions. Yeah, you want to fill the page, but again, keeping a space in between, and don't cross over. So you're going to have some that come from the top diagonal corner and some that come from the bottom diagonal corner. And so they're going to kind of go like this, where you have your two main strips going across. These two are going to be coming from the sides. I hope that made sense. It will make sense in a little bit. Just glue those strips down. Glue those strips down and just make sure that you're not crossing. You're not touching, you're not crossing over. Right? No overlapping. Just glue, 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 glue. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just glue your strips however you want. However, whatever, right? If you want them to all go diagonal in the same direction, then do that, and then you can see later what I actually meant. And then you can do it again with all your other remaining scraps. How about that? Okay. I've got my last strip glued down, but I will wait until I see everybody else saying, yep, just do as I say. Just do it. Or don't. Do it your way too. That's great. So that is going to be, I think the hardest part of this is just gluing those strips down. Once you've got the strips down, it's easy sailing. Super easy project today. And good thing, because I have not cut any of the stuff I need for my class at 10. So I will be cutting. I don't know why it keeps hiding my comments. Stop hiding the comments. Leave them up. Just leave them up. That's all I say. Just leave them up. So when we are done gluing, thumbs up to let me know that you are good to go. And we'll move on to the next glue. Stop disappearing. Does it bother anybody else seeing that pile of glue? Just like, makes your heart stop a little bit. I see that picture of the glue and I'm like, ah! I know, it's a mystery. Jamie's doing really well. Jamie's home for the weekend. It was her girlfriend's birthday yesterday, so she came home on Friday. We made her favorite meal, pozole, on Saturday, and then Jamie and I we always do your birthday dessert, whatever you like, whatever your favorite dessert is. And I told Jamie, I said, it's your job to know what your girlfriend's favorite dessert is. So you need to figure that out. And then she said, I want to try making mochi. And mochi, if you're not familiar with it, is an Asian dessert. It's basically ice cream, but inside of a rice flour kind of wrap. And so she's like, it's super easy. Let's try and make it. Well, yeah, the dough is super easy, but actually making the balls is very messy and sticky and not fun. I did not enjoy it, but they turned out okay. And we ate them and it was an experience. And Macy had a good time. So that's all that's important. And it's really nice having Jamie home for the weekend. She's going to go home today. So It'll be hard to say goodbye, but she's doing really good. Her first week at college is under her belt, and yeah, so we're excited to see her whenever we can. All righty, on to the next clue. So once all those strips are glued down, now is the time to flip over your cardstock and trim off all of the edges. So I have lots of edges to trim off. You're going to trim it flush with the cardstock. So any DSP that's poking through the back, you're going to just cut it off. That should be fairly easy, right? Just cut all the ends off. It's kind of satisfying. This is my favorite part because I love seeing like the reveal of like what it looks like when it's all trimmed down. The magic of the strips. So just trim off all the edges. Hopefully that's a simple enough clue. Favorite part. Okay. There we go. Last one. Oh, I'm in love. I can tell you that much. I'm in love. Oh, and I probably have enough strips to do another one of these. Oh my gosh. Oh, so cool. So cool. Okay, this one, once you've got all your papers cut off, give me a thumbs up and I'll know that it's time that we move on. I got one thumbs up so far. Somebody's a speedy crafter like me. They just put the glue to paper. I love it. Got 2 thumbs up. Janie's ready. Rio's ready. Okay, that's 3 people out of 27. Come on, guys. Let me know when you're ready. I don't want to pressure anybody or speed anybody up, but hopefully you're at least to the point where you've glued your strips down. I don't want you to overthink it. This is supposed to be fun. And if you end up changing it up the second time around, at least you'll have tried the first time around, okay? It's just paper. All right, I'm seeing some more thumbs up, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next clue here. Clue number 6. Now you're going to adhere your cardstock, the one you just trimmed down, and you're going to adhere it to your card base. And you can do this 2 ways. You can do directly flat on the card if you like it a little less bulky, or you can put dimensionals on it to pop it up. So really it's up to you, however you want to glue yours down. Now for me, when I pay a fortune in shipping, I'm always looking for a way to make myself save some money. So I'm going to glue mine flat for once. Do myself a favor. So I'm going to glue mine flat down. Oh my gosh, I love it. Of course, I'm using one of my favorite DSP. And I am absolutely in love with it. Okay, that's an easy step. So I'm only going to give a few minutes for this step. Oh, how are you guys doing? Anything fun that you're doing this weekend or anything coming up that's exciting that you want to share? You use one of your favorites too? That's awesome. Don't have to be sorry that it's not Stampin' Up. There's no rule that this has to be current, that this has to be Stampin' Up. The whole point of mystery stamping for me, and I hope that you feel the same way, is that you can pull out your favorite stamp that you haven't used in forever, that maybe sits on your shelf and you're like, oh, I just want to use it. Well, here's a reason to use it. Or you have cardstock and DSP that you love, but you've never gotten around to using, just use it. It does not have to be, there are no rules. There are no rules. I don't care if you went down to Hobby Lobby or went to Michael's or you have stuff that's been sitting in your drawer for years. This is the opportunity to use what you have to make a fun project. I'm helping my sis set up her sale for next weekend. Fun, Jenny. What kind of sale? What does she sell? All right, so this is an easy step. So let's keep going while we chat. Clue number 7. Now, on your basic white cardstock for your label, now's the time to stamp and die cut your label or punch it or cut it, whatever you're going to do for your label. Family brunch today. I will miss our festivity delivery class. Oh, yeah, that's okay. You can always watch the replay. Right, Janie? So cute. I'm loving it. So now's the time that you will stamp your sentiment on that piece of basic white cardstock, and then you're going to die cut it, punch it, whatever you're going to do for your label. Now, this is a very, I would say, minimal card, which is tough for me because I like a lot of extras. So this one, the DSP, your little pretty pattern, is going to do a lot of the work. Okay. Now I have an idea that I want to do. Just to add a little bit of color. Now remember, this is your project and you get to do whatever the heck you want. So if you want to add something, do something different, do it. Do it, do it, do it. But right now, the only thing I need you to do is stamp that sentiment on that label and make your label. Whether you're punching it out of a circle or you're whoa, Tiffany can't think right now. Punching it out of a circle, die cutting it, combining some die cuts. I don't know. What are you doing? Let's see. I think I'm going to make a 2-colored sentiment on the front. So I'll show you guys what that looks like here in a little bit. Sometimes you get some good ideas on the fly. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. Just trim that out. And thumbs up when you are ready to move on. And we will get moving. Let's see. Let's see if I can do little tiny dovetails. Does anyone else call them dovetails? The little banner ends. I can't remember where I heard that term or where I got it from. I wouldn't have thought of it myself, I'm sure. So somebody else probably would have given me the idea. But cute, 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 cute. I do. Yay, I'm not alone. What do you call them, Jenny? Sorry, motion sickness here in a second. Whoops. Trying to find my dimensionals and they're behind my computer. There we go. That's what I needed. Hi, Terry. Happy Sunday. Vacation in Charlotte. Nice. Oh boy. Vlagitiges. Ooh, I can't pronounce that, Janie. You know that I say Janie's name wrong. I think we've covered this before. They don't pronounce it like Janie. Jenny's like, call them anything. I don't care what you call them. I'm tired. She's still in her pajamas. Okay. All right. So once you've done your label, because I just finished mine, clue number 8, adhere the piece of cardstock that will be the border of your label. Adhere your white cardstock label to your border label. That will be your border, whatever that is. And if you need to punch it or die cut it, do that now. I already did this ahead of time, so I'm kind of cheating in that sense because I already created my labels. Hopefully you did too, or at least you have some idea. If not, that's okay. You are braver than I, and you can craft on the fly. But I got my labels already cut out, so I have mine done. I kind of feel like maybe I should trim it down because I'm not a huge fan. I'm probably ruining it. Trimmed mine down, but I feel like it might go with the theme a little bit better. Cut off my scallops. Trim the scallops is what I say. Okay. Okay. This one shouldn't be too hard, too difficult either. Once you have done that, you're going to take your whole label and adhere it to the center of your card using dimensionals or gluing flat if you choose. And I can't help it. I have to put dimensionals on the back. I can't help myself. I'm going to put my dimensionals on. Okay. Bam. Make sure my card's the right side up. And glue that onto my card front. Oh, I love it. Love, love it. Love, love, love it. Love, love, love it. So dang easy. My gosh, I've never made such an easy birthday card. Mine's a birthday theme. I'll be interested to see what your guys' is. Love it. I fly here to dog sit for my daughter. Love it here. Are you from here or on vacation? Oh, Terry's talking to Becky. Yeah. Janie's name is actually pronounced Yanni. Yanni. They don't use the J, the hard J like us. All right. So, whoa. All right. So the next clue is time to share. That's it. Remember, I told you this was going to be super minimal. Of course, then I couldn't help but kind of add to it, of course. But let me go ahead to go to my Facebook group, Pretty and Paper Crafts. Pretty and Paper Crafts group page is where I'm going to post the share your project post. I want you to share it within the comments so that it's not so much of a spoiler alert for people who maybe want to follow the clues later and make their project. Okay, so I'm going to mark this as an announcement so that it's at the top. And so it is posted there now. 2 other things, right before I show you my project, 2 other things is I want to make sure that you're aware that you know that the celebration is ending at the end of September. So we only have this few more days, 3 more days. That means that the starter kit special with the free extra bundle of your choice from that list, that ends on Thursday. And also the celebration ends on Thursday. Also my ordering special where you get the project kit to make this brush holder, that ends on Thursday as well. So make sure that you guys aren't missing out on any more of the celebration items that you want. Make sure you're not missing out on September's ordering special with me. Make sure that if you wanted that starter kit, you take advantage of that before it's over September 30th. Okay, so you guys ready? You ready for me to share my card? And then, so if you are not wanting a spoiler alert, now's the time to close your eyes, because here we go. Here's mine. I love it. Don't you just love that black and white? And the this is the party. What is that called? Pattern party, which it is a total pattern party. And then you can see on my happy birthday, I wanted just a little bit more color, so I added a strip for the little happy little bit late birthday, because I am always late on everything. So I am going to need lots of cards like this. Super, super fun, super easy. Here's a way we can use all of our scraps. You guys see now the diagonal, how I wanted you to go in opposite directions. Do you love it? Okay, I'll put it away. So, oh, good, you did it right. Yay, Janie. So hopefully you guys had fun with it. Super simple, easy. Great way to use up your scraps. So fun. Very, required nothing. You'll slap a piece of basic white cardstock in the inside and put your sentiment. Yeah, we could make a whole bunch of birthday cards. I think that, or any kind of occasion, even just a thank you or thinking of you. Okay, so I had a really good question from Terry Brummagem. I hope I said your last name right, Brummagem. Can you mention the difference between festivity and creativity delivered? Yes, so festivity delivered is a 5-month Christmas card class. Basically, it is a class from August through December where you make 8 cards a month, so that by the time Christmas comes around, you have like 40, did I do the right math right? 8 times 5, 40 Christmas cards. Now on the 5th month, on December's, we normally do things like gift card holders or little packages or treats, because by that time you probably already mailed out your Christmas cards. So a lot of times we'll do something 3D or add some 3D into the December. So you'll have about 35 cards and maybe a couple 3D. So that's festivity delivered. It comes with a stamp set. It comes with 8 projects, and it comes with a live class, whether it's local or on Facebook. Creativity delivered is a monthly club that includes $20 in product, not a stamp set, $20 in product, 8 projects, a PDF tutorial, and YouTube videos that come pre-recorded for you to make the projects. It also includes a fun little package normally. So in the past, it's been those clear cases, and now we have these zipper bags that are super cute. So they get a little fun little package. They get the $20 in product, the 8 cards, and the YouTube videos. And that is a monthly thing. And what we do is when you have 6 consecutive months, you get $25 in free product from us, like a shopping spree, as a thank you for doing it 6 months consecutively. It has to be 6 months in a row. So we have that. So that is the difference between creativity delivered and festivity delivered. I always like to say creativity delivered is like Paper Pumpkin, but on steroids. It's much better. The projects are super fun. We give you videos on top of the tutorial, and you get a lot of fun, awesome projects. So that's monthly. And then festivity delivered is just a short Christmas club. And you can start and stop either one of these at any time. You don't have to be committed to 6 months. You don't have to be committed to the whole 5 months. You can do whatever you want. So great question. Thank you so much for asking it. If you have any other questions, let me know. Angela, yes, I will take you up on your offer. I always need help prepping. So anytime, if you want to come pick things up to prep, or if you want to come join me on the weekends to prep, just message me. I'm usually always in need of help. Can you tell us what we're using for October creativity delivered. I can absolutely tell you that. I can actually show you that. We have got the sweet little stockings bundle for creativity delivered. So we're going to be doing these cute little critters and the dies. So you would need to own this bundle or add it to your kit. There's always an option to add it to your kit. I always give it to you at cost. I don't add shipping or tax for the bundle. I just give it to you at cost. Whatever you see in the catalog, that's the cost to add it to your kit. So you're saving a little bit of money. And there's always a form to fill out for each month. So I'll post an event. Deadline to sign up for Creativity Delivered is always the 20th of the month. So make sure you are signed up and paid by the 20th. Festivity Delivered is due by the 5th of the month because it's always done. We do the class mid-month. Festivity Delivered stamp set. So this stamp set will come in the kit is Holly Jolly Wishes. It has so many fun Christmas sentiments. Now, if you own the stamp set already, you can fill out the form and tell me you want something else in replacement of it for the same cost. So we always give you that option as well. If you don't want the stamp set that's coming in the kit, you can always opt for a different one. So there we go. I think I answered all those questions. Yeah. All right. Yay. Okay, great questions, you guys. Thank you so much for asking them. I really appreciate all of you. I hope you have a fabulous week and do something crafty and fun. Oh, and also I have seriously taken on this 31 days of Halloween. So starting October 1st through October 31st, I'm going to be sharing 31 days of Halloween projects. What did I get myself into? I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. So I haven't quite decided what the structure is going to be like. I'm wondering, I think maybe for some of the easier projects, it'll be a blog post and maybe a Facebook post. But then for some of the more complicated projects, or maybe once a week, I haven't quite figured out the structure yet. I'll probably do a YouTube video to accompany the project so you guys have the steps and things. So it will become a tradition. I am very excited. I'm so glad you guys challenged me. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week. Take care, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.